Hi, I'm Valerie Byrne with Asian Food Solutions Comida Vida. Since we can't get together in person this year for a food show, I'm glad we have a chance to connect here virtually. So we've got some of our most popular products here today to give you an idea of what we have to offer, but posted we also have a complete list of all of the Asian Food Solutions and Comida Vida items so you can see what all of your options are. I'm going to let you know about what we're going to talk about today. So you can choose to sit through the whole video, you can just check out the portions that you're looking for, and then we'll get started. First we'll talk about our breaded chicken products, our unbreaded chicken, our sliced beef. Then we've got some shredded options that we have today. We've got our beef shreds here, as well as our chicken tinga. We also have our tamales, which are a great Comida Vida item. We'll talk about our individually wrapped products. Today we've got the chicken teriyaki rice bowl, which is a brand new item. We also have our individually wrapped burritos. We'll go into discussing a little bit of product concepts and ideas so you can see some ways to serve the products that you may already be using, including some cold options. We'll talk about our side items with rice and ramen, as well as egg rolls, papaya, plantains, and yuca fries. And now let's get to it. Okay, the first things we're going to talk about are our chicken products that are processed with commodity code 100113. We've got both breaded options and unbreaded options, and both of them are really easy to prepare and hold up really well. First in the front we've got our breaded chicken. Today what we made is the Japanese cherry blossom, which is really my favorite. It has a nice sweet flavor, so it's great for elementary all the way up through high school. Everybody really loves this product. We added the pineapple and the cherries and the peppers just for a little color and to give it a sweet and sour flavor, but the product even served just by itself is great. It meets two meat alternate, it meets half a grain, and the breading really gets nice and crisp and holds up well. There's really even cold options you can do with this product that are good. Behind that, we've got our unbreaded. Today we've got the teriyaki chicken. We've added a little sesame seeds. It's super easy to prepare. All the unbreaded products come with the chicken and the sauce in the bag together. They can just be prepared in the oven in a half pan really simply. In addition to the regular teriyaki, we've got a gluten-free teriyaki as well as a Thai sweet chili, and both of those are gluten-free options. They're good in a wrap. They're really versatile and great holding time. Behind that we've got a sliced beef option. Today we have our teriyaki beef, and again we added the broccoli. It's great even by itself, but broccoli beef is such a great traditional product that it's really nice when you add the broccoli as well. In addition to the teriyaki, we offer a Korean, a Mongolian, and then there's a plain sliced beef, which is really good for a speed scratch option. All of them are easy just to thaw and cook in the oven. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about are some of my favorite products, which are our shreds. We've got the beef shreds here today, and these can be processed with commodity code 100156, and that is the same commodity code that would be used for the sliced beef options that we've already talked about. The shreds are Comida Vida products. They are super easy to prepare. You just put them in the oven in a half pan. They shred very easily when you're done. They're sous vide cooked, and they're super clean label. All of the shreds are basically just meat and a little salt. In addition to the beef, we've got a chicken, which is processed with commodity 100103, which is white dark, but it draws down evenly. And we've also got a pork shred, which is processed with 100193. They're all really good options. They are all products that you can take one SKU from the freezer and use for so many different concepts that we'll talk about in just a minute. So it makes your life very easy. In addition to the plain shred, chicken tinga is one of our newer products. It's already seasoned, sauced. You just put it in the oven, shred it a little when it's done. It's a really popular new flavor profile. It's Mexican seasonings. It's great in tacos, tostadas, nachos, tachos. It can even really go on a pizza with a little cilantro. It's versatile too. So these are, as I said, some of my favorites for good reason, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. Our next products we've got here are both Comida Vida options. We've got our tamales in the front, which are really great. They're a traditional tamale that comes in the husk. Of course, in Texas, I think we all know we take the husk off first. We don't have the confusion that people have in other areas. The one that we've got here today is our green chili and cheese tamale, which is actually made with Hatch green chilies. That one cannot be commodity processed, but it's a really good vegetarian option and it has a great flavor profile. In addition to the Hatch green chili and cheese, we've also got a chicken and cheese that can be commodity processed with code 100103. And we have a beef tamale that is also really good and be commodity processed as well. And behind that, we've got our burritos. Today, we have the chicken burrito. I don't know how well you can see, but it's actually made with the chicken shreds that we just talked about a minute ago. It's nice, whole muscle, no soy, no fillers. They're very clean labeled. In addition to the chicken, we also have a pork tamale, we have a beef shred tamale, and we have a bean and cheese. All of the products except for the bean and cheese can be bought either bulk or individually wrapped, and the bean and cheese is just individually wrapped only. So for all your curbside, you're in the classroom, they're really good options for that because they're really flexible. They do best from being thawed first before cooked, but they can be cooked from frozen or thawed. So even if you need to send products home frozen, they would do great for students and their families to heat them up at home. Other individually wrapped options that we've got are Jamaican meat patties, which can also be commodity processed with commodity 100154. And then we've got our new chicken and rice teriyaki bowl. The first thing we'll talk about is the teriyaki chicken rice bowl that I just mentioned. This is a really good individually wrapped product. It can be cooked in the oven or the microwave. It meets 2 meats, 1 grain, and a half cup green vegetable. So it really takes the labor out of prepping a separate vegetable. It's really tasty. The sauce coats everything very nicely because it's actually put on the top, so you have a nice blend of sauce with the rice. The broccoli is nice and crisp, so if you need to hold the product, you're not going to have broccoli mush by the time you serve it to your students. And so that kind of wraps up our individually wrapped products, easy for you to say. And then we'll go on to the concepts that I mentioned. On the bottom, we have done a couple of things with our chicken tinga. We've got the burritos, or a wrap actually. We have a tostada. As I mentioned, that would be great in tacos, it would be good on nachos. On a pizza with some cilantro, it's pretty versatile. When you get to the top, we have one of my favorites, which is a shaker salad with our breaded chicken. This is a way that you can take the breaded chicken that you may already be using now and serve it in a cold concept. It's going to hold up well. You can just package it separately. The sauce makes the dressing on the chicken. You can put it with your lettuce in the bottom, and if you'd like to use it in a parfait cup with some of our crispy chow mein noodles, it's kind of a fun way for the kids to add a grain as they pour it into the salad. Over on this side, because I love the beef shreds so much and I love all the different things you can use it for, we've got 3 different options with our beef shreds, but any of the shreds can go so many different ways. On the bottom, we've got a mashed potato bowl where the shreds with the little mashed potatoes, gravy, corn are amazing. Above, we have it stuffed in a baked potato. And the top, we have a barbecue sandwich. It tastes great that way. It would also be great with some gravy. Delicious on nachos with some queso. Pretty much anything that you can think of that you would like delicious cooked beef on, pot roast and gravy. Basically, you can sky's the limit on what you do with it. What we've got on this side are our side items. First in the front, we've got our Asian Food Solutions vegetable rice. It's a brown rice. It meets a grain and a 1/4 cup of vegetable, and it's really pretty and colorful, and it's a great side to go with any of the Asian chicken items that we mentioned or the beef products that we talked about, like the sliced teriyaki beef. And it's super easy to prepare. You can cook it from frozen, so all you have to do is pop it in the oven and cover the pan and heat and serve, and you are done. In the back, we've got our miso ramen kit. It's really nice. It comes with a little packet of miso powder as well as a bag of whole grain ramen in the bag, and you can mix the two together in a variety of ways. You can either sprinkle the miso on the heated ramen, which just take a minute to heat up really, or you can make a broth like I've done today, and ramen has just become so popular with students. I mean, there's so many ramen restaurants that they can go to that it's a great way for them to have something in school that they like to eat when they're out with their friends. Over here we've got some more of our side items. In the front we've got our yuca fries, which are a great Comida Vida item. They're a really good alternative to just a regular French fry for a starchy vegetable. And both with the yuca fries and the plantains, which are behind them, you can really introduce your students to some new fun foods that they might not have tried before. The yuca fries count as a starchy vegetable. The plantains, which are behind them, can be counted as either a fruit or a starchy vegetable as well. The plantains are really nice and sweet. They're delicious. Both of those products are really easy heat and serve from frozen in the oven. And like I said, it really broadens the horizons for your students, where they're not just eating the same thing over and over, and they can try some new fun things. Behind that, we've got our egg rolls. Today I've got the vegetable. We also have a chicken egg roll. Both of those meet one grain. The chicken egg roll also meets a meat, and they both offer a vegetable contribution. Okay, last but not least, we've got our beautiful and delicious papaya. It is really easy thaw and serve convenience, so there's not a lot of waste with the product. It's a fruit that the students may not normally eat at another time, so they get to try something new. It's really tasty. 1.86 ounces of the papaya meets a 1/4 cup of fruit. And so it would pair well with any of the Latin options, or really with anything that you're serving. So thank you so much for your time and checking out our products. If you have any questions on anything you saw today or on any of our other items, please let me know, and I'll be glad to help you out with samples, nutritional information, anything that you need. At the close of the video, my contact information will be posted, and so I believe it's on the website as well. So please reach out for anything I can help you with.